Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. And today we're going to be reading something a bit different than the usual Reddit story. Today we're just going to look at this particular post about rehydrating a raisin. Have you ever thought about rehydrating raisin? Raisin, not resin. Raisins are dried fruits. Since they're dry, they were once wet. Before raisins became raisins, they were grapes. So if you were to rehydrate raisins, will they turn into grapes again? And such is a question that has been haunting many, to the point where they can't sleep, they lose sleep over this very deep philosophical question right here. Let us see what is the answer. When I was 11ish, I wondered if it'd be possible to rehabilitate. So I'm sorry, this is a funny post. To rehabilitate a raisin back into being a grape. So I submerged a singular raisin in a shot glass full of warm water. Every night for about a week, I refreshed the warm water and poked the raisin a bit. At the end of the week, it did actually sort of resemble a grape. You could tell it was a grape and that it had also been a raisin. At this point, it resembled something in between. For scientific purposes, I consumed the grape and raisin. It tasted pretty much just like water. Water that May had seen a grape before. Posted in r/pointless stories. Which I'm gonna join now. By Complete Fly 428 2 years ago. The replies. Thank you for your research. The world owes you a debt of gratitude. Grape-titude. More like stealing trade secrets for LaCroix flavor. Is that what LaCroix does? They just soak some raisins in water and call it a day. LaCroix tastes like a glass of water that's been shown a picture of a lime. That's one heck of a description for LaCroix water. Okay. All right. It's so true. Yeah, I keep lying though. Looks like I make my own now. Yeah, just rehydrate some grapes and you get LaCroix water. He did surgery, an experiment on a grape. Yeah, have you guys seen that picture of somebody doing a surgery? On a grape? I think it was a simulation of surgery, right? But it's done on grapes. So they did surgery on a grape to show how precise it was. It's so funny because the meme just never ending with this one. And then they sued her too. They use a robot to suit her grape, so they said they did surgery on a grape. Oh, that's so funny. And now they rehydrated a raisin. I'm playing Genshin. I'll listen to your stream. Hey, have fun in Genshin. Truly a fantastic pointless story. 10 out of 10 enjoyed this post. Not sure why, but I really did. It's so hard to laugh while I'm trying to maintain my ASMR voice. But yeah, this is so funny. What if you use grape juice to rehydrate? Oh my god. Dang, should I have told my 11-year-old me that 28-year-old me might try it for fun? Yeah, that is so true. Oh my god, warm grape juice or wine for more fun. At the point, is basically a sangria. Wait, what's a sangria? Oh, it's a cocktail. Okay, learn darlings. Oh, it's a cocktail. Would you like some raisin sangria? You there? I like the way you think. Oh my god, this is becoming a, you know, don't laugh like challenge. Hi Kenji Lover, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. I do. Oh man. Oh, I need to speak in a deep voice then. Hey there. What's up? Do I need an Australian accent? Hey, thank you. Welcome. I rehydrate them with rum for putting in baked cinnamon apples or in the cinnamon spice cake. You know what? Now I think about it, raisin when they're in pudding, it's kind of gross, kind of disgusting because like it becomes a bit like more rehydrated. And I was like, it's kind of gross. I don't like it. So you know, the crib next door who says you can't do it now. Username checks. Oh my god, it's so hard to not laugh when I'm trying to do this soft voice. Love this, thank you. Might rehydrate some cranberries later, I don't know. Yeah, so this post is basically about this person rehydrating a raisin. You want to see what it looks like when you rehydrate a raisin? This is what it looks like. It basically looks like plumped raisins. That's it. It doesn't even look like proper grapes because it loses the sheen or the translucency that grapes have. So it looks like red dates, but not red. Yeah. They look very. I don't know. My oatmeal. Wait, what? Okay. I love this. Thank you. Might rehydrate some cranberries later. I don't know. I actually put craisins, dried cranberries in soups, stews, curries, and the Instant Pot. They rehydrate and look basically like cranberries, but the flavor leaves them and goes into the food. So all that's left is the texture. Ew. Kind of gross. My oatmeal raisin cookie recipe has you soak the raisins overnight in the eggs and cinnamon. They come out so plump and juicy. I don't know. I don't like plump raisins. Kind of gross. Okay. I'm just impressed that you ate it after you said warm water for a week. I know. Oh, yeah. That's the craziest part about this whole story. Because like he said that, or they said that they put it in like warm water for a week and then they ate it. Huh? That's crazy. Like if you put grape in warm water for a week, will you eat it? Ew. That's really gross, man. Water that maybe has seen a grape before by Aquafina. Aquafina is the rapper. No, is that a rapper? Isn't the girl from New York who I don't know, like popular from TikTok or something? I don't know. This reminds me when I was in high school and unintentionally made peanut butter. What? I was sitting on the concrete steps in front of my school waiting for my mom to come and get me. I packed some roasted peanuts as a snack that day. I wonder if I could rub one against the concrete until I grated it away. I started to make small shavings of those. What's my surprise? It made peanut butter. I look exactly like peanut butter that I was used to. Wow. Wait, really? Wait, is that how peanut butter is made? You just grind it and becomes butter? Huh. So all I have to do is buy peanuts and grind it, and it becomes peanut butter. Wow. The more you know. So it tasted like LaCroix. Yeah, it's fruit fart water. Ew, that's so gross. I love grapes, but I hate raisins. Yep, same. Me too. Me too. I like the crispy or like the the solid bite you get out of grapes, but I hate. Okay, I'm okay with raisin if it's really nice and dry, but if like a soggy raisin, okay, I don't know about you guys. I'm okay with food being wet if it's meant to be wet. I'm okay with food being dry if it's meant to be dry. But I'm not okay when dry food became soggy or wet food became dry. I'm not okay with that. I'm like, this is not how you're meant to be. This is not what you're supposed to do or the texture you're supposed to have. Ew, that's gross. That is, brother, ew. Now that you're an adult, try soaking raisins in rum. Oh my god. Honestly, that would be a new recipe for stuff. Reminds me of an experiment I did when I was 7. I put my gummy bear in water to see if it would inflate. Oh. When my son was a baby, maybe 8 or 9 years old, he didn't have any teeth yet, so I let him eat a few raisins. He loved them, but I couldn't chew them. The next day, they would rehydrate grapes. Oh! In his poop. It was an interesting experience, but I don't recommend. What? Same happened here. After that, I started having the reason. Wait, so oh my god, couldn't that like lead to like an obstruction of like the baby's bowels? Which is kind of dangerous when I think about it, because like if it grows big, it could just like block the bowels. The exact same thing happened to a family friend of mine. I think this was a common thing that happened. Today I learned people feed their babies like raisins. Wow. And it causes them to have like to rehydrate the raisin. Which is insane. What? How is that possible? Hello Reiko. Hi. When I was a kid, I did the opposite and tried to make my own raisins. Put a couple of grapes in a bowl and cover it with plastic wrap and set it in the sun a couple of days. It worked out pretty good actually. Added a little sugar and they tasted pretty okay. I decided it wasn't worth the effort though and never tried again. Yeah. You know what? But that's kind of smart. I would have done this too if I had the stuff. But do you have to add sugar to raisins? Or does raisins in itself is like very sweet? When I was a kid, simply wanted to turn raisin back to grape. Having learned that you can make raisins by putting grapes in the sun, and having grown up in the desert, the sun is hot, I put raisins in the freezer, the coldest place I knew of. Young me was very disappointed that no grapes resulted. What a little scientist. Oh yeah, but what you do get is like frozen grapes that, I guess like the sugar crystallizes and pierces through the fiber, right? So when you like defrost the grapes, it just becomes soggy grapes again. I've tried it with strawberries. Of course, we're running for Nobel Peace Prize after the infamous raisin rehydration experiment. Man, it's revolutionary. My mom used to make me have raisins in the morning after I wake up before going to shower. One day she was like, "Why do you drop raisins in the bathroom?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "End up finding half grape things there." Turns out being half asleep, occasionally a few would never make it inside. Oh, so he's eating raisins. She was eating raisins before waking up, going to shower, but then like it didn't like she didn't like, actually eat it. It just fell out of her mouth. Huh? Grape work, my friend. If you're using raisins in a salad or other meals, they're so much better rehydrated. Golden raisins are fantastic. This is the kind of science I can get behind. Me too. Honestly, this is such a great pointless story. Okay, and then I saw this picture and I was like, damn, that looks so gross. And if you set them into a jar, put out sugar and water, leaving them setting in a room temperature for a few years, they get really moldy and start to smell absolutely wild. Another pointless pose. Today I learned they're real mildly interesting. Oh, because this is from mildly interesting. Okay. You know what? I should join this subreddit too. The real mildly interesting is in the comments. Moldy interesting. Oh wait, there is a subreddit called moldy interesting. I just spent my entire lunch break looking at mold. No regrets. You know what? Me too. I want to join this as well. Wait, how do I join this? Let me join. Moldy interesting. Okay. Foolish, fade, fuzzy, vast covers. Wait, what? Oil steer, zealous, waiting sheet, mess edit. Oh, I was like fuzzy. Oh, are we talking? I'm talking about like the mold. Sounds like a fun guy. Oh, I get it, cause fun guy. Make raisins grape again. Get it? Cause like it's like making America great again, but grapes. Worked in a fruit drying plant. Hi Luna, welcome. Rehydrated fruit tastes kind of like watery dry fruit, so it tastes like a watery raisin, not grape. The sugars cook in their drying process, changing the flavor. Kind of like when you saute an onion, you caramelize the latent sugars to change the flavor. Yeah, it's no longer the same grape, right? So the drying part already like concentrate. It concentrates like the sugar inside, so yeah. Too bad, like this raisin will never taste like grape ever again. Sad. As an aside, there were several times when we overdried fruits and had to add water to get the moisture amount from like 8% to 10%. Doesn't taste quite the same, and that's a 2% moisture difference. Not enough for a layman to notice, but when you taste testing every batch, finding fermented fruits, batch sugars have other issues that can be noticed easier with your taste inside testing. You can tell, wow, even 2% of hydration can actually make a big difference. That's crazy. The more you know. The more you know. I tried this with a goldfish once. Didn't work. Always because this person's goldfish died and they want to like revive them. Do you say the incantation? Nobody told me. For real? I'm sorry, Bucky. A rice chicken. Wait, this is from 8 years ago. How did they know the solo leveling reference from 8 years ago? Arise. What? That is insane. Chicken arise. Arise. My friend and I were drunk at a house party once and tried boiling raisins in the hope that they rehydrate. It did not work. After seeing this post, I feel like I've been cheated. Maybe it needs. Did you say the incantation? I'm told this works. Probably didn't say it right. Which was drunk. Oh, I swear too. Reddit has a lot of funny, not just posts, but the replies themselves are just so funny. Luna said, "I love hearing that. It makes my sick day a little better." Oh, you're sick. Oh, I have a few people who are sick too. Here, what? Is it like a season for people to get sick or something? I hope it get better soon, Luna. Do you know that if you soak raisin in grape juice, it turns into grape? Wait, what? Did you know dinosaurs have big ears? But everyone forgot this because dinosaurs' ears don't have bones. Wait. Oh my god, that's so true. Because like we try to reconstruct like dinosaur stuff from like their bones, right? But how about the other parts of the dinosaurs that don't have bones? And they just like you know, evaporated, or they just like, you know, like rot away. Like, how about those? You'll never know what dinosaurs to. What if T-Rex actually have like, you know, giant floppy bunny ears, right? Mind blown. What happens if you soak a rock in grape juice? You get a raisin. No, that's not true. If you want to soak raisins in vodka, okay, I don't think that will work. How do they taste? As a general rule, I don't eat things in the drain basket. Ew. I hope you know you've let all Reddit down with your stupid concern for your health. Oh, Reddit, don't change. Don't change Reddit. You guys, Reddit is just wonderful. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry if I keep you guys awake with all the laughing and the giggles. But if you guys enjoyed the story, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope you guys who are here to listen so that you can sleep, I hope you are now asleep and well rested. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye. And sweet dreams to you guys.